Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? Hey, what's up, Hollow? Hey, what's Adam up, Adam X? Have a good day, I guess. Stopping by. Hey, Levi. Family's good. I'm alright. Exhausted, I guess. That's words for it. I'm doing alright. Exhausted. Just exhausted. Would be down to never work again. Also would be down to be able to sleep normally. I enjoy my work and my boss is a good guy. Don't always see eye to eye on how I should handle things. Exactly, Levi. I also hate leaving when a problem's not solved. And my boss is more worried about like my sleep. And I don't think he understands that I can't sleep if I don't have a problem solved. So like, don't give me a task unless you're gonna let me see it through, if that makes sense. So, I mean, he's trying to do the right thing. Can't get mad at him. Can't get mad at him. Ain't no rest for the wicked, you know? Hey, what's up, Kubai? My weekend's going okay. I slept all of yesterday. I was gonna try and go live yesterday, and I slept. Yeah. My wife played Minecraft. I played Apex for like an hour or 2 hours while I was conscious, and then I slept. And on rare occasion, I slept some more. It was pretty. I mean, it was pretty ridiculous. But you know, when you're frustrated, it's like the best thing, at least for me, to just sleep. Gets rid of the frustration, brings in the joys. So, I just slept a whole bunch. Gold armor should never go past 2-star, and you'll like get to a point where you remove him from your lineup altogether. So like, over investing into him is a waste of spores. You get everything else back. But like, as you can see here, I don't even have golden armor in my lineup anymore. So like, yeah. I haven't done Panglion in 2 weeks. I went from being like super active, max nodes in Lost Island to, you know, what is Lost Island type attitude. It's been a trip. Like I said, my boss is a really good guy, and he asked me to do him a favor, and I'm doing that favor for significantly longer than we had said that we were going to be doing that favor. So definitely impacting my capabilities to do what I want. By lack of content, sorry about that. No, JJ's gonna end up JJ's gonna end up fighting the dust. I just don't have the degen shells for it. I plan on degenning JJ and New World General. Cannot lie. He's like good, don't get me wrong, like you can always invest into like I think 2 star is like a safe spot to bring people and figure out the type of vibe you have on your account, where you're at with, you know, different special ants, stuff like that. You can always degen later. You shouldn't stunt your account overall just because you're afraid to invest into them a little. It's not that you can't invest into, you know, golden armor to 2 star, JJ to 2 star. I'm just saying don't go 8 star on them, things like that. Hey, what's up, sea monkeys? So I think you told me last time to call you Omar, so I'm gonna call you Omar. Um, I hear what you're saying, Omar, but with the new Lost Island coming out, if it really does include new special ants, I don't know if investing that much into Crimson Frigger is gonna be the right answer. Like, Crimson Frigger at 2 star does really good. Crimson Frigger at 5 star is pretty great. I don't know if you really want to go above 5 star right now and then pull something that's going to impact your account way more down the line. If that makes sense. Maybe that doesn't make sense. I'd just be hesitant of overly investing into special ants until we see what this new island is going to bring and this new event. That would be like my only precautionary statement, if that makes sense. It'd really suck to go all in and use a bunch of spores and then realize you have to degen them because something else is significantly better and you have enough to do that. You know, like Crimson Frigger is the free-to-play ant. You know, you're given 2 copies your first Lost Island, and then you're given a copy every island after that. It'd suck to not be able to, or to get like the same situation and not be able to take advantage of that. It would suck a lot. So, just be careful. Oh, CP. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Crimson Pearl's definitely worth it. My bad. My bad. My bad. I immediately saw C and just brain went to Crimson Frigger. Thomas, I assume um the new event will be all about the anniversary. The new event looks pretty cool for those that have been following it. Looks like it's gonna be like this 3v3 epic battle of like 3 alliances versus 3 alliances. So that looks pretty cool. It will be interesting to see like how people react to being forced to play with certain people. Because you know that can always cause controversy. You know, like what if they have a bad rep from Lost Islands and stuff like that. So see, we'll see what happens. See what happens. Hey, what's up, Rowan? I wouldn't invest too heavily into guard general. Yeah, exactly, Omar. Hey, what's up, Nika? I am hoping now that it's been 2 weeks. I know I say this a lot, but I am hoping now that it's been 2 weeks, I get into a groove to be able to go live a lot more often. My body was not expecting to do what it's been doing the last week and a half. But it sounds like it's gonna last until at least the end of April, which also wasn't the expectation. So see what happens. Yeah, exactly, Dan. Don't start up or anything, and only invest into it after you have like your basic things invested into. That's really cool that these are in here. I didn't know that these were in here. That's super freaking cool. Sorry. Give it PG. That's really cool. I didn't know that those were in here. That's awesome, man. I love that those are in there. Hey, Kelly boy, always coming in with those positive vibes. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Absolute one of the best, kindest people I know, Kelly. I can't believe this game has been out for as long as it has and there's not a collect all button for these rewards. That's crazy. Crazy. Thanks, Kelly. Kelly Boy and I used to be in an alliance together, and he is all the positive vibes you could imagine him. Look at this. It's Sunday. My cumulative time online is 306 minutes. Whoa. They're making another Ants game. That's insane. So you can just look at what my, like, this Lost Island, and you can see how inactive I've been. So bad. Teal's fine. I wouldn't really expect to fight a lot in that area. I don't really expect, like, unless you're pink or blue, I wouldn't really expect to fight a lot in any of your starting areas. The home buff is insane. You only really fight in your home area if, like, one alliance steamrolls the entire event. I mean, that sounds interesting, Dan, but I don't see myself playing it. If it's from the same developers, I don't see myself playing it. Just like the Wild Beast Fauna, like that sounds like they have 3 games out now, and I don't have confidence in this one game, let alone 3. I have been playing Top Wars for the last week and a half, and I have to admit, it is super addictive. Fair, Dan. I've been playing Top War for like the last week and a half, and it is so addictive. There's like so much more strategy in the game, and that's what I like. And the game is a lot more free to play friendly. Like, yeah, there's insane packs that you can spend as a spender, but like we have free to play players that are keeping up or doing better than spenders because they know what they're doing. Yeah, Top War is a mobile app. I figure after some ants, I can play it a little bit, show people what it's about. It's super fun. I don't even think I get to level 18. I wonder if I can get to level 18 by the end of the week though. Just tomorrow. Wow, this is sad. Wow. I've only been on for 301 minutes. Yeah. Tell me you're not playing without telling me you're not playing. Holy poop. For reference, I usually have 800 minutes done by like day 2, maybe day 3. Do we have more questions, you guys? Yeah, absolutely, Dan. I 100 thinks Barren Land will have exclusive. I expect 12 again. 3 universal, 3 for each type. Yeah, Dan, 100%. I also see him diluting the pool by allowing you to get Lost Island and certain generics from it. Personally, this isn't going to happen, but personally, if I were the developer, Barren Land eggs would only be able to hatch Lost Island and Barren Land ants for their oranges, if that makes sense. Like, that way they're more there's even more incentive to go. That is personally what I think should happen. Now, do I expect that to happen from these developers? No. But is that what should happen? Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Ooh, actually, I don't think I can. I can. All right. Perfect. Sorry, we had Americans do this weird thing where we adjust our clocks for some reason. That makes no sense. And it has my internal clock of what I can do in the game all thrown off. Yeah, exactly, Dan. Like hatching a driver or it literally anything is just miserable. Like they should have done like at worst like the masters only or something, like high favorite ants, because like the game knows what ants are good based off of where people spend exotics and spores, you know. Or, you know, crazy concept. They could talk to a game player that knows what they're doing, not some of these interesting people that make poor content and share it publicly. I mean, I don't know what sunlight and daytime is, Kelly, so I can't say that really matters to me. I just have an internal clock of like all the game stuff I do because I'm an addict. Like Alright, horizontal construction. Can't sit here and pretend like I have a life that is like, oh man, I want to go outside. I do not. But talking about life, my basement, my family's basement is finally done. So I'm gonna be able to set up a streaming area in there. There's gonna be a bar in there, a pool table in there. But face cam should be coming back permanently, no green screen. And as the community develops, you know, we'll think about like different background ideas and different odds and ends to like make it more customizable and enjoyable for the viewers and myself and everything else. I'm pretty excited about it, pretty hyped. And my wife supports like a little man cave type vibe because she'll be vibing with it too. So I'm pretty hyped. I think it'll be a good development, good improvement overall. And face cam, so you guys can remember how ugly I am and run away. I mean, what? Hey, what's up, Nasaru? Actually, there's a professor in my community, so calling me El Professor would be weird because I'm not him. He's a good guy though. You should talk to him if you have questions. This is my main account. This is UD. I've been on UD for 259 minutes this week. I've been on my wife's account more than I've been on my account. Oh my goodness. That's insane. Sorry. No, Hollow. Not really. LS is not one of those ants. I'm in Minnesota, but there will be a bar in my basement. So, you know, take that as it is. I am pretty big. I drink on occasion, not nearly as often as I did when I was in the military, but like one of my favorite, if not favorite things to do is make drinks for people. I make my son virgin drinks. I make my wife drinks whenever she asks. Like, I'll stop whatever I'm doing to make a drink. It's like, it's got to be one of my favorite things ever. I like seeing people smile. I like doing something that not a lot of people are able to do, right? Like a lot of people like mixed drinks, but they never get into the mixology. They don't have the patience for it, or like they can't afford like all the different equipment. I love it. I love everything about making drinks. And with this basement, we're gonna install a little bar. We're gonna have, potentially we'll see how much plumbing is, like a sink and an ice maker, and stuff like that. That's awesome. You should teach me some tips and tricks then. I've only been doing it for about a year. D-Hash, it depends on how invested your RM is compared to your Crimson Frigger. Like, if your RM is 5-star awaken, then you should be using RM. If you're, especially if it's purple awaken, if your Crimson Fragor is like 2-star, 5-star, and your RM's 0-star, then you should be using Crimson Fragor. SRB, it depends on the special lance you have, insect talent levels, stuff like that. I would not use Emp over Whip, especially in current meta. There's not nearly as much CC as there used to be. Maybe on younger servers there are, but on like fully developed servers, you're not using GTSA in the same march. You know, like it used to be that shooters would use Giant Tooth, Slim Arch, and Reap Master, which all have silencing abilities. It was pretty insane. Gosh, that's tough. I think I use RM in that situation, but I mean, they're both pretty, that's tough. Nope, not for a second, Nasru. Not for a second. I run both a shooter and carrier account now, and I am much happier with my carrier account. Yeah, exactly, Kelly boy. Like, I mean, I don't feel comfortable enough to like. I've gotten like the seconds down and stuff because I use like a professional spout in order to do certain amount of ounces and stuff like that. But I don't feel comfortable enough not to like use measurings, because like I will definitely over pour because I'm just like so happy, especially if I'm having some of the drinks too, which if I'm making drinks I always am. I know I'd over pour. I don't know if I'd do that, Dan. Swapping is really difficult, but I am jealous of your Chicory Master. My Chicory Master is still 1 copy away from 8-star. Yeah, no problem, Dash. Especially once you can get Purple Awaken, then it's a lot easier to just say RM, hands down. Yeah, Kelly, but if I overserve myself, I'm overserving, you know, the guests that I'm making drinks for. I mean, 25% is still like a month and a half, 2 months into like an 8-month tree. Like, I don't know, I'd probably just finish shooters and then look into doing carriers if that's what you want to do. Because like again with the Barren Wasteland, maybe carriers don't get a great special ant and you get insane shooter ants. Like it is so hard right now with Barren Wasteland looming over. You know, it's just so difficult. Yeah, it's I call it a man cave because that's the easiest way for people to like think about it. But in all honesty, it's more like a family man cave or something like that. Because like, my entire family will be using it, and we all love it. So we all love the concept of it and stuff. Carlton, that's like a you like a your choice type thing. Personally, like the stat increase of 25% attack isn't significant enough for me to want to move out of berries. And there's also the fact that like in Panglion, uh as long as I make the milestone that I want, right, like 12 mil damage or whatever, in total 12 mil points, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter to me if I hit peak scores. I also don't see any like significant changes between cultivator and raider when I do swap if I choose to. So like it's really hard for me to say that you need to be X thing for those types of events. Yeah, no problem, Kate. Calton. I have an 11 whip and a 9 emperor as a helper. Can you tell us what means control resistance? I mean, in game, literally, I practice. Uh, so control resistance is like giant tooth silenced or slim arch capabilities. So if we silence them, disabling their combat skill for 2 rounds, you have a chance to prevent this from happening. Skills like Reap Master, Hickory Master, or Reap Master, Golden Venom, Giant Tooth, Slim Arch. I know there's more, but those are the easiest ones off of the top of my head. Sure, SRB. I don't remember off the top of my head all that have those capabilities. Give me one moment. I gotta go grab something. 4-star brown rogue or 6-star? I mean, I wouldn't bring it past 5-star, but that's just me. What would be order for Dusky, Crimson, Fragor, Shikari combo? In that order, CSG. No, it does not, Dan. It does not improve it. Nasuru, it kind of depends on what your priorities are. You could invest in T10 shooter or T10 carriers, or you could go for that advanced tree that's available and get the defense and then do T10 shooters or carriers. If you're like going for PvP, then you want the T10 tree. If you're going for PvE, then you want the carrier tree. The reason being is Panglion. You know, so excellent enhance will definitely help with PvP, but another T10 will definitely help with Panglion. Not likely, ZSG. Thomas, I'd rather have a 9-star Wasp, 9-star Beetle. Like 10-star Wasp is cool and all, don't get me wrong, but it's like a late game pay to win feature. Doing it earlier on, you need 3 marches for 3v3. You need more marches for PvP, stuff like that. I just don't see the benefit. Yeah, no problem, Dan. Go use some examples. Why should I be good at Panglion? I don't understand. I already own a Devil Flower, Thomas. I already have a Devil Flower. Better to balance everything out. It is better to balance everything out, Dash, unless you are like explicitly, exclusively nothing else better, like nothing else preferred than PvE, but it will make you extremely vulnerable everywhere else. I agree, Kelly boy. Reforms are insane. Yeah, no problem, Dash. Colton, it kind of, in my opinion, yes. There are people that do not agree with that statement. Crimson Frigger is overall a better unit. If you are solely PvE focused, Jack Jumper's skill 7 says that he's a better choice, but I don't invest in sole PvE units. Like, if he could be good on either, sure, but Jack Jumper's not great on PvP. So. Correct, Dan. Your mutations should be the last thing you upgrade. You should only do mutations after you can't do anything else to benefit your account, SRB. So like, I don't have a skill 6. I don't want to use orange chance. I don't have a skill 6. I should unlock these. I have a skill 6 here. I could unlock these if I want to, but like most of these things are maxed. I don't have a skill 6 here. I don't have a skill 6 here. Don't remember why I didn't finish him. It's Banshee Velvet. Need I say more? I don't have a skill 6 here. It's Guard General. Need I say more? It's Acid General. Need I say more? It's Golden Spiny. Need I say more? And then my mutation is one level 32, the rest level 4s. So, that's personally how I play. I'll probably invest in more golden ants before I do more, just so I can get farther in the thing. Thanks. My Dusky Lurker doesn't have skill 6. That's true. I'm not gonna use him if he doesn't have skill 6. Dan, my JJ is currently 2-star, but I plan on D-starring him once I get the D-gen shells. I'm not gonna buy the D-gen shells. I'll get him over the VIP store. 5 weeks to D-gen him in total. I'm not in a rush. Like, I might consider buying him if I suddenly got my second copy of Chicory Master to 8-star her. When you reach all in Awakening like GT, SM, and RM, what to do with ants, it will be a waste. Maybe not if they like unlock more Awakenings like they did for Mimicry. SRB, you're never going to reach, like, you'll never get to a point where there's not a point in pushing. Because like, even if you get to Gold Awakening on all orange ants, which I'd be very impressed, you still have the leveling up of all of them. So pushing higher helps with that as well. Like, yeah. Yep. Depends on the account, Dan. SRB, you're never gonna get to a point where you need to kill the ants. And I would not kill ants if awakenings stop. I would push every week for when they do release more. But the idea that they don't release faster than you need them is not like doesn't even cross my mind as a possibility. I don't know, Nasru. 5, 6, something like that. I honestly have no idea. No clue. Depends on how impatient you are, John. Depends on how impatient you are. If if you have the patience, then you'll eventually get to, 9-star where they're usable without worrying about it, right? Because at 9-star, Hornet's usable. If you're impatient, like I am, then I'd spend the $80. But I'm not in that situation, and I don't know your financial status. But if you spread it out your spending to get your 7-star crab or 7-star hornet, you should have been at like a pretty good place to 9-star your hornet or get very close to it. So like if you're fine using it at 9-star, then I'd do that. Yeah, 9 stars when you get special ant increase, which is when you can use insect. Like early on in a server, it's 6-star because you get combat speed, but after a server gets to a certain age, you have to have 9-star for the insect to be relevant. But it depends on how old your server is. Fair enough, John. John, I would also, you have to revert your levels of your crab and put them on Hornet. That's a priority over the taking away the stars. Like if you only have X amount of money. Again, I don't know your financial status. And then once you get crab to 8 or 9-star, I wouldn't have a helper. Right? You want multiple insects at 9-star. I guess your account could be stacked. But you want multiple ants at 9-star. Insects at 9-star, sorry. What's up, kiddo? And I'm gonna do what? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if I will. Depending on the event, ZSG for 1 copy, yes. Depending on the event. Yeah, no problem, John. Whip or Hornet, ZSG. There are very few situations where I would pick Emperor. It would like solely depend on if like I know the opponent has a lot of CC, then I'd pick Emperor. But for the most part, I'm picking Whip and Whip with like Gravedigger Golden Crystal. So. It's very bad, Thomas. The autofill selects your strongest units at all times, which makes you extremely vulnerable in higher levels. On average, you'll get 1 to 2 levels lower than if you do it by hand. You have a 10-star crab and a 10-star wasp. Should I 11-star the wasp with the crab to keep up in Glory Duel of the Queens and other Duel of the Queens? That combo is almost like an 11-star wasp, I feel. 10 and 10. Yeah, Dan, I wouldn't make an 11-star with that. Like, if crab ever... There's a couple of issues. One, who knows, like, again, Barren Wasteland, with the new event coming right around the corner, who knows if defense will matter way more. And then two, it's a pay-to-play insect, and who knows when it'll next come out to replace if you need it. And then three, based off of the fact you have Hornet and Crab, you probably have more insects that are pay-to-play that are around 9 or 10 star, and that's going to be higher than a lot of players. Also, the versatility of being able to swap between the two if you need to later on is like exceptionally good. And you can build up another 10 star of a free-to-play insect through like the insect growth plan, and you know, buying as you buy like a special ant, only selecting insects from the packs that you purchase and stuff, be able to get an 11 star. That's definitely what I do. Thanks, Kelly boy. It's all your skill, Kelly boy. You gotta let yourself have the win sometime, you know? I don't think I'm getting to level 30 this week. Yeah, no problem, Dan. It's just so hard to recommend doing X when there's so many different options. Like if it was an Atlas beetle and a wasp, the choice would be clear. You know, but it's not that situation. I don't know what I did so wrong this week. It was abysmal. Look at that, level 28. Not even finishing level 28. My highest is level 30. Yeah, it does a lot, Levi. Like, my only assumption as to why I lost there is because I had worse RNG on the skills time. That was abysmally bad. That was awful. That was pathetic. Compared to like what I normally do. I've been hitting 30 for a while now. So to go all the way down to 28, like not even getting to 29 that's pretty sad. Nah, not really, Levi. It comes and goes. Like, you know, it feels tedious some days, but like, I enjoy the game overall. I probably only enjoy the game as much as I do because of the community. If it weren't for the fact that like I constantly have people asking me questions I never would have thought of, etc., etc., I would probably be bored of it, but you guys rock, so. If the skill isn't unlocked, it shouldn't work inside of the maze. If there's a glitch in the system that allows it to, that'd be pretty cool, but it should not work that way. Yeah, I think I think being behind by 3 months is way too much to be able to make up. Up to you, Levi. I wouldn't swap troop types. Not until I have T10 of the first troop type. Then I'd consider swapping, but you know, it's a game. Do what makes you happy. That's fair, Dan. I also have the issue where I, for a couple of weeks, cared about the skills, but then could not be bothered afterwards. It's just way too much brain concentration that I don't have, and time that I could be spending elsewhere. It's what makes this button so attractive to me, but genetics, Levi. Stat stacking is the most boring, useful thing you can do. Hence boring, hence useful. I hate stat stacking, which is why I don't. It is not fun, it is not interesting, it is not invigorating, it is boring. I prefer to buy interesting things like skins that are pretty. Like, but skins don't give buffs, so. What else, you guys? Happy to help. Any questions are welcome. That's what an AMA is. My body is finally waking up, and I've been awake for like 4.5 hours. But my body is finally waking up and is telling me that my back hurts so bad. Oof. Oh, I thought one of them had 2 hearts left. Or maybe they did. Life just sucks. This is the first time I've gotten 500 activity points in a week. It's so bad, man. It's been driving me nuts. I've been getting on and getting 180 for my alliance, and that's it. I wish, Kelly, I wish I could get a massage. Every time I go to the massage parlor, though, they like get concerned. Every time I've talked to them. I don't know if that's like a, tactic for me to go back and spend more money or something, but like they look genuinely concerned in their eyes. Or I'm lucky to have a boss that actually lets me work. Haven't decided yet. I'd rather have 4 5-stars than a 2 and a 6-star. I'd rather have Dusky Lurker than Giant Tooth in most situations. And I'd rather have Golden Crystal in the back over Crimson Fragor. And Giant Tooth I would awaken to green. I think I covered all of the concerns in there. Yeah, Kelly, the only thing is like it's every massage parlor I go to. And like my friends don't get those concerned looks and recommendations that come back. Like it's the only concern I have. Yeah, that's what I would do, Christoph. All right. I'm going to use the autofill. I cannot be bothered to keep doing this by hand. Is that bad? Yes. Don't do, you know, monkey see, monkey do. Don't do that. No. But, I am not a huge fan of Dark Giant. Now, there is a member in my society that very much likes Dark Giant, and they are a good person and they have lots of data. But I think their opinion is skewed if they're in this chat. But there are a lot of people that swear, or there's one person, Broke Boy, that swears by Dark Giant. I again do not like him, but there is you know, there are people that like him a lot. I also don't know what your situation is, like if you have better ants than Dark Giant. Yeah, ZSG. I have the same issue. They have a 8-star Dark Giant now, and they like love it so much. I even created an emote for them because, you know, they're a good person and they're active in my Discord. But I just can't. I just can't. It's never gonna get on as high as they want in my tier list. It's not gonna happen. I'd run Slim Arched in the front. I'd run Slim Arched in the front over Dark Giant. Actually, I'd probably run Giant Tooth Slim Arch, to be honest. A lot of targets are better to aim in mid row than front row. I wish there was a reason to hit these extra insects. You know what I mean? Like, I wish there was something here, like these individual hits got rewards, and it wasn't just on each floor level, if that makes sense. Because like, there's no incentive for me to hit those insects, and I feel like there should be. Like, I definitely feel like there should be. Yeah, like, you know, I get they're doing their own thing, and I'm happy for them, but like, I wish there was a value in it. I wish there was a value in it. Look, I've used quick deploy for half of it, and I'm only on 23 out of my average of 27. Hashtag never use quick deploy. But doing so, usually I do like one on Thursday or Friday and one on Sunday to break up the monotony. I mean, I just haven't had time. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. But I don't. I really don't like quick deploy. Like, it saved time there, but I did end below where I normally do. Perfect. Yeah, once I run out of a troop type specialist, I just use generic and I go weakest to strongest. And then like once I get to only a page of special ants, I use my strongest and fill in the weakest. So that way my strongest die and I can resurrect them with the 4 free resurrects that we get. That makes sense. If that makes sense. Uh, Lathy Sniffer. Reapmaster isn't better than Lathy Sniffer until 5-star Purple Awaken. You could try Giant Tooth LS Reapmaster, but I would run Giant Tooth Reapmaster LS. And I would run I get Giant Tooth Green Awakened before I do Remaster Purple Awakened. I'd run Triple Shooter unless you're like well developed in both. Maybe we could calculate to see the average rewards are higher once defeating the boss. Maybe, Dan. Roar or tail whip? Godzilla tree. Oh man, I responded to like 7 million DMs this morning. That's an exaggeration, obviously. It was only like 50 or so. And tail whip, the normal attack damage of all shooter and squad plus 1.7. And roar and tail whip. The crit rate of normal attacks performed by all shooter and squad. Roar impacts the capability to crit. It doesn't increase damage. It inadvertently increases damage because you're more likely to crit. It does not increase base damage. This increases the damage, so attack is multiplicative to a damage of all shooter and squads, and then it reduces the normal attack damage taken. These are normal attacks, so that is of your shooters themselves, not the special ents that are attached to them. Does that answer your question, Hollow? For second and third lineup, one being shooter, secondary T9s unlocked, and carrier main unit, how would I line up my unit back for? Yeah, no problem, Hollow. I have Giant Tooth, Slim March, Golden Crystal, Golden Armor, Reap Master, Dark Giant JJ. Not sure how to maximize. ZSG, if you could send me a screenshot on Discord of what you're talking about, I am a much better visual discusser. I'm doing my best to answer all these questions, but it would be extremely beneficial if I could just see the question a little bit better. If you could just send me a screenshot of the special ants you have available for March 3 and 4 and the insects, right? Like something like that. I don't know. If that's at all possible, please. Hey, what's up, Fox Knight? Ugh. Oh my goodness, golly gosh. Sorry, my body is waking up. Just DM me ZSG. I mean, you could post them if you want to and tag me, but you could also just DM me. Whatever your preference is. Happy to do it however you makes you comfortable. If you post in if you post somewhere in my Discord, tag me, and if you send me a DM, let me know, and I'll make sure to go look at my, I don't know what better word to call it, my junk DMs. start talking to you, and it'll pull you into an actual DM. Yikes, Fox Knight. That's the guaranteed level if you bought the correct packs. That is sad. This is why I don't gamble. If you wouldn't have gambled, you'd be like a week away from guaranteed 9-star. Sounds good, ZSG. I just said yes, question mark. I'll wait for your photos to come through. I like the attitude, ZSG. Ooh, Fox Knight. That's as bad as when I have a drink and I'm on Ants. I try really hard not to drink like Saturday night. So hard because I will I'll gamble when I don't like gambling. I'm like, oh, I can do it just one time. It's fine. It's fine. No. It's never fine. Never do it. Alright. I mean, unless you want to. Like, it's a game. Does Golden Crystal or Dusky Lurker have skills 6? Are you using Wise Berserker anywhere else? Alright. You should be putting Giant Tooth in the front and then Golden Armor in the middle, and this is fine with what you have. Actually, no. I'd probably run Giant Tooth, Jack Jumper, Golden Crystal for now. I don't know why your Golden Crystal is in Team 3 over a higher team if it has skill 6. But, if that's where you want it, I would run Giant Tooth, Slim Arch, or Giant Tooth, Jack Jumper, Golden Crystal. And then for your fourth March, level 4 Insect, I hope it's 9-star. Slim Arched, Reap Master, Wise Berserker. Alright, Golden Crystal and Wise Berserker can work without skill 6. So I'm going to keep my answer the exact same. Giant Tooth, Jack Jumper, Golden Crystal, Slim Arch, Reap Master, Wise Berserker. They're the only two insects that, or the only two special ants really that can work without skill 6. But they both work without skill 6. But you need to unlock everything in both Golden Crystal and Wise Berserker that you can. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, guys, if you hear like cracking in the background. My body, like I said, is finally waking up. Just like, oh, stretch, crack. It's so bad. So bad. Yeah, no problem, ZSG. Happy to help. Happy to help. Oof. Yeah, no problem, ZSG. And Golden Crystal is insane. With stars just makes it more insane, but Golden Crystal is insane. I'd be very surprised if Barren Wastelands can offer anything better. Not saying it won't offer something good or something comparable, but I'd be very surprised if it can offer anything better. I'd almost say Golden Crystal is the best carrier ant, if not the best ant in the game, including pay-to-win ants. Golden Crystal is insane. Yeah, I just showed mine. 2-star, Jerome. These are my lineups. This fourth lineup's not real. This fourth lineup should be what is it? Shield Warden, Mimicry Master, Leaf Devourer, I believe. Shield Warden, Mimicry Master, Leaf Devourer should be this lineup. But I am short on exotic shells. I have the Leaf Devourer thing to go to 5. But I need you know, not this week, but the next week I'll have enough exotics to go to 5-star. So that's my plan. Get Leaf Devourer to 5-star. So eventually the Dusky Lurker, Crimson Frigger, Chicory Master would be switched with a... Yeah. Personally, I'd run Dusky Lurker, Chicory Master, Golden Crystal, or Dusky Lurker, Chicory Master, Dusky Lurker, Golden Crystal, Chicory Master, depending on your lineup. These are my PvP lineups, not my PvE lineups, just to be clear. PvP lineup. And this one should be guards. I just haven't done that yet. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. Nice, purple, that's insane. I don't think my Crimson Frigger will ever go above 5-star. Like, hopefully my Crimson Frigger will never go above 5-star. Because hopefully, I, you know, get, you know, 8th star for Chicory Master, or I get new special ants, or I can get my brain Gravedigger to 2-star, Golden Crystal to 5-star. I wouldn't star up my Crimson Frigger until I'm all the way up to 8-star. Like until I have enough exotics to go from 5 to 8, and I have nothing else to invest into. Yeah, I'd take $30 to 5-star my Leaf Devourer right now, and I'm just not interested in that. Not say I'm interested in that. Thanks, GSG. I try to do my best. I really want people to enjoy the game as much as I do. My whole goal and the reason I continue to make content is people that have kind words like you, the Patreon that makes me smile, and people that ask thought-provoking questions. My community is pretty awesome, in my humble opinion. Eventually, I would like to play other games like Top War. I think that they're fun and invigorating and very exciting. Or Hogwarts I've played on stream. It's just figuring out how to do it with the community, because whenever I stream anything but ants, I go from 20 to 30 viewers down to 1 or 2, and that's like super disheartening. Oh, I know it's what I should expect, but it's still disheartening. And I don't want to turn off, like, after I streamed Hogwarts, the second stream I had like 15 people because they didn't want to watch something else, even though the title said it was only about ants. So I don't know how to figure it out, but I feel like stuck in a corner right now in a game that some people leave. I don't see myself leaving anytime soon, playing a game that other people leave, and I don't like it. What else you guys want to talk about? Yeah, I agree, ZSG. Nah, ZSG defense is like pretty important too, and attack. Like a well-rounded unit's gonna do better than one that's focused on a certain thing. Especially since, like, for defense you have defense break, for attack you have suppression, or you have like suppression, or the ability for the skill not to hit, so it's just devalued in general. And then HP means very little if you have no defense. Like a well-rounded unit, if you care about PvP, is way better. Way better. Fox Knight, LA is full of backstabbers and people that you can't trust, so I don't see why you should play nice when other people won't. Also, it's fun to mix it up. Just make sure your alliance is down for it. You don't want people to quit because they don't understand what's going on or why it's happening. Oh, Jerome, that is such a difficult question. So my main issue with that question, Jerome, is the fact you just missed Wasp. And this is the cheapest event you could have possibly have gotten Wasp for. And I wish personally I could have gotten it. Wasp is insane. That being said, Whip and Wasp are probably equal level. So you know, you could probably get Whip and be totally fine, but Wasp would have helped you in Penglion. Yeah, basically ZSG. The only one that I would keep higher is the Special Ant one, because there's no other mutation that boosts Special Ant stats. Depending on my diamonds, this is what I buy. Orange eggs, exotics, degen shell, this thing, if you're like at a point where you're investing into these, bioessence, the minor genetics, creature remains, and fodder. If I remember, I buy these resource ones, and I buy them all because I would rather have them in storage than sitting out. And then I would buy these if I had the diamonds for it. I don't need seaweed anymore because I have a bunch. Otherwise, I'd buy these. And these are new and they're not bad. Very surprised, very happy that they're in here. But yeah. Yeah, no problem, Jerome. Yeah, exactly, ZSG. Like, Wasp is way more diverse, which is why it's on the same tier as Whip. But if like Whip were universal, Whip would be better. I have T10s, so I unfortunately am using diamonds as speed ups for T10s. No matter what I do, I get to that point, so unfortunately I don't have the luxury of not. Oh, and I buy the speed ups. I buy the speed ups because they're cheaper than using diamonds to speed up things. I'm gonna be doing that anyways. Man, I hope I get to level 18. I have not been playing this week. I buy VIP. I don't understand the question, ZSG. Yeah, purple Barren Wastelands will be pretty interesting. Especially with like alliance changes. I don't plan on staying on server 260, just to be completely honest and transparent, but I don't know where I'm gonna go and I don't know what alliance I'm going to. So I've thought about going to server 7. I've thought about going to server 248. I'd like to win SVS a lot more because I'm not right now and it's really not enjoyable. I don't know anymore. Oh yeah. GSG. Before I got T10, after I got T9s, I spent 40,000 diamonds a day on them, and only bought exotic shells and bioessence from the VIP store. And I'd spent only 40,000 diamonds on them until I became VIP 15. So I did that completely free to play. VIP 15. I was not spending on the game at that time, besides the $1 a week pack. VIP came out just as my wife got her account stolen. Exactly. Exactly, Kelly boy. It's static stats that you're getting that get there as soon as you max out. Yo, Fox Knight, they deserved it. Yeah, absolutely, ZSG. There's no reason not to get VIP 15 as soon as possible. That's rough, ZSG. It adds up over time. I mean, over the last week, I've been playing for under an hour. At the start of the stream, I showed that my hourly activity was down to like 250 minutes in the last week because of work. So, about an hour. I'm very efficient. 250 minutes in 5 days, whatever that averages out to be. One account was at 300 minutes, one account was at 250. Usually I'm on a lot more than that, but yeah, ZSG. Yep, I get everything done. ZSG, shout out to server 631. You just get into a rhythm, ZSG, and everything else. I think it might help that I have 2 accounts. Who knows? Paying Leon days, I spend an extra probably like 15 minutes if I time it right. Sometimes an extra hour. Depends on if I can find a Peng Leon raid group or whatever. Sorry, ZSG. I mean, it helps when people like the video, comment, subscribe. Hashtag plug. It happens, ZSG. It happens. It doesn't help that like the places I can reach out and the limitations I have based on the politics I refuse to play with the game devs and Discord moderators. So finding me is harder than finding people that give out incorrect information or limited information or skewed information. I feel like mine is pretty universal and backed up by data because everything I do should be backed up by data. Oh yeah, ZSG. Game developers and I don't see eye to eye. Game devs, Discord mods, none of us see eye to eye. I like my Fifth Amendment. Oh, First Amendment, freedom of speech. I don't know why I thought it was the Fifth for a second. I like my First Amendment. You don't help players by lying to them or skewing data to make people look better. And that's not how you grow a community that trusts you. It doesn't take long for people to disagree with you or prove you wrong. Correct, ZSG. If you want, like, if there's ever confusion about a movement, I ping someone that speaks Chinese or Russian. They're both the correct translations, or they're both the correct languaging. So if I ever have an issue or like a literacy issue, I ask people that speak Russian or Chinese to translate for me. Yeah, ZSG. Yep. That happens, ZSG. But you get to grow in knowledge in places other people don't, so. I mean, that's a lot of spending too, ZSG. It's also spending to get that many skins. Correct, ZSG. I mean, it's also cheaper using different apps. Hashtag not sponsored. And it's cheaper. Like you can relocate your location to certain places. But it's not worth the hassle to me. Haha. So, but yes, it can be, especially with currency exchange. Thanks, DSG. I appreciate the compliment. All right, you guys, I think here's a good place to stop it. I appreciate all the conversations and questions. Thank you guys for stopping by. Huge shout out to my Patreon. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. You literally help finance my ability to take time out of my day and not work overtime on my other job. If that's not for you, please consider liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel. It does help out an insane amount. I should get back on a normal schedule now that I've gotten a couple of weeks of experience on this new schedule. So hopefully we can go back to streaming more. Otherwise, you know how we do it when we do it over here. You can catch me in the YouTube comments. I do get a limited number of push notifications. Or you can find me on Discord. Best place to find me. Feel free to tag me at any time. Happy to help. Or worst case scenario, you can catch me on server 260 for now. Until next time, y'all. Stay humble, stay happy, stay hungry. Bye, y'all.